Yeah, that's where I was born, in good old New Jersey. And, when you're in New Jersey, everybody I know from New Jersey just expects to stay there for the rest of their lives. No, it's just one of those places, that a lot of people don't make it out, and I did. I like to go back every once in a while, but it's also one of those places that every time I go back has changed so much you can't believe it,
I guess a lot of people, though, having heard your name, will have thought perhaps you're from Baton Rouge or somewhere like that. There seems to be a French influence in your name there somewhere.
Yeah, it's actually an Italian name, and it's Locorriere. It means the courier, the messenger. And the only other place I've ever seen it is the Italian newspapers called Corriere della Sera, the daily messenger. But yeah, it's been Americanized into Locorriere, and so everybody thinks it has an E-A-U-X at the end. So I have an Italian name that's been Americanized into sounding French. Nice. You'd think I would have shortened it to be in this business, but then it would have been Dennis Loco, and I would have sounded like a professional wrestler. So.
The thing is with the band, Dr. Hook, of course, major success in the 1970s and into the 80s as well, but it all started back in 1968. How did you all get together in the first place?
We were just a bar band. We just met playing in bars and liked each other's company, and I knew all the old Beatles and Bee Gees songs, and the guys from down south knew all the old R&B and country things, and it just made for a pretty eclectic bunch. I would hasten to say that none of us probably would have been very close friends or even known each other had it not been for just the musical connection, because we were very, very different people. It's interesting thinking about Dr. Hook, because at this point in my life, I've been out of the band longer than I was in it, and it's always flattering to me that people still take it very much to their hearts, and they think it's something that's still there and contemporary, and I love that. I mean, it's obviously why I'm still around, but it's like a world away.
Everybody can relate to one of those songs and has a particular memory.
I think we're just fortunate that way. I mean, when you're in the studio recording these things, trust me, you're not in there singing them thinking, well, this is a timeless classic. You're just hoping you're singing in the right key, and then you hope it comes out and you hope people like it.
It's difficult to pigeonhole the music, isn't it? Because a lot of people may look at it and say, hey, it's country. Others will say, no, it's not, it's pop.
We always had that problem.
It's a lot of crossover, isn't it, really?
It is. Back in those days, we didn't really take into consideration whether it was pop or whether it was country or whether it was rock and roll or whether it was Freaking at the Freakers Ball, some goofy song, or we just did whatever felt good to us. There was a whole lot more latitude back then to be whatever you wanted to be. Now, the music business kind of demands, okay, well, are you country? What jacket are you going to wear? Where should we play you? Where should we put you? And it's a lot tougher now. It really is.
Silverstein's a key name. We talked about the band members, but Silverstein, the first hit really in this country for you was Sylvia's Mother.
Yes.
But others more like the movies, and quite a few album tracks and so on written by this composer, and a lot of the success of the band is down to him, isn't it?
Oh man, I tell you, more than anybody will ever know. Shell gave us original material to live through, in other words, where we might have been doing a Bee Gees song or a ballad by the Beatles or something, now we were doing Sylvia's Mother. So he gave us a real original voice to back that attitude up with. He's always been very, very important. He was important to me before I met him. I was just a big Shell fan, and I did a play of his a few years back, a one-man show, and so my association with Shell stayed pretty tight. We did some really great things together. I really feel terrible that we won't be able to do any more, but here we are.